Hi there, I'm just out for some bushcraft therapy. My channels were hijacked, but I'm back now. And it was a nightmare. So what happened was that all of a sudden I could not access my YouTube channels, and then that same day someone ran a live stream on 3 of my channels. I did actually not see that live stream because I don't know, I was not online then, but of course people then started messaging me, you know, there's a scammer on your channel, what's happening, and so on. And then YouTube shut down my channels and kicked out the scammer. And as I'm recording this, my channels are back up. So I will say that YouTube did a very good job on this. And I also got help sorting this out. I am very sorry, they just started up over there cutting some wood, so I'm just sharpening my pole here, hardening it in the fire, the sharp end here, and then we'll move up there, I think, because this is just, I can't sit there in this noise. Okay, I'll just sit down here in the middle of the forest away from the noise. And to be honest, I'm exhausted. This whole process and all of that mess, it left me exhausted. So I made some notes, and I'm going to have to look at my notes so that I remember the things I want to say. Did I already say that I will be uploading this video here to all my channels using the collaboration feature on YouTube, so that no matter which channel you are following, subscribe to, and all of that, my notes, you will be notified, hopefully, you know, you never know with YouTube, but about what happened. So yeah, I got help dealing with YouTube, and I'm very grateful for that. You know, I don't think I would have been able to do this, to manage to get my channels back up on my own, actually. So what I want to say is that the lesson that I learned here is that I was stupid because I installed the very best VPN and anti-scam software out there. I think it's the very best, you know, but I didn't finish the installation. Yeah. I don't know why, but I must have been distracted. There were some boxes that you were supposed to check and all of that to allow the software to scan for things like this, you know, the things that happened here. And I didn't check those boxes, and I seem to remember that I got distracted, something else I needed to do, something like that. But I don't know for sure. And yes, I hope nobody who were watching that scam live stream that they ran on my channels fell for that scam. I don't think anyone did, because why would I do something like that? You know, why? Yeah, so I am back now. My channels are back up. Can you check if you're still subscribed to the channels that you have subscribed to? That would be nice if you could do that. You know. And here's another thing I need to say. It is clear to me now that being a YouTuber, in my case, is no longer just a hobby. I've been telling myself that for a long time, but it's more than that, and it comes with a cost in time, and a cost in money, and you know, it's just how it is. You know, the camera is expensive, of course, but you know, that's not really what I'm talking about here. It's the fact that now that this happened, I realize I need to treat this as something that has a value that other people very much would like to steal, because that's what they did. But I got everything back, but that's what they tried to do, you know. So what I will do is that YouTube, being YouTube, paying for the ads on the videos, not nearly as much as they used to. My income from YouTube it's 1/3 of what it used to be. And I'm going to I will be picking some sponsors on my videos, and I hope you're okay with that. I will do my best to make those sponsor integrations fun, but you know, it's important to me that you know that it will be something I find very useful, that I'm using myself, and only that. I will not be it's important to me to tell you to tell you guys that I respect your time. The sponsorship integrations in my videos will be fun, and it will only be for, you know, stuff that I find useful, that I'm using, and I will be picking the sponsors. So please, I hope you're okay with that. I kind of have to do that now in order for me to continue being a YouTuber at this point. That's just how it is. So okay, another thing I want to say is, imagine if my YouTube channels were connected to a digital ID, and that digital ID was connected to everything, your bank account and everything, and they hijacked that. That would have been even worse, far worse, I would say. I would not have been able to do anything. So, you know, I wouldn't have been able to buy food. Something to think about there for those people who really want to implement a digital ID everywhere, because I don't think that's a good idea. And when things like this happen, we understand that that's actually a terrible idea. I will be back in a few days with normal content on my channels. This here is just an announcement, and I'm telling you what happened. I did have a video that was scheduled on Bjorn Talks, just a walk and talk in the woods, and because of what happened, it was not published, but it was published I think at the moment when they put my channels back up, and that was yesterday. I think that happened yesterday. So it was kind of waiting in queue there, if you get what I mean. So yeah, it looks like when I look at what happened, these scammers, how they get you is, I believe, my guess, unqualified guess, is that they use AI to mimic emails that you have already received from companies or people that you already know, and then they send you to a website that is mimicking. It looks exactly like the website that you may have visited before, and you're asked to click on a link or something there, and that's how they get you. So yeah, AI, isn't it wonderful? So have I said the things I wanted to say? Oh yeah, please get a VPN and additional software that will protect you, and don't be stupid like I was, and finish the installation. Finish the installation of that VPN and the protection software. Please do that, and because there are some horrible people out there, some horrible people. Yeah, okay. I really need to go and have a camp in the woods, because this was so exhausting. Yeah. I don't know why I'm laughing, because it was a horrible experience. And I'm really sorry. I want to say I'm sorry also to you guys who were worried. I'm sorry that you couldn't access my channels. I'm sorry this happened. I did get a lot of messages on Facebook and Instagram where people were asking what had happened. Some people were quite worried, and yeah, thank you for those messages. And a lot of you have been very angry at the scammers, and I think that's natural, and I think that's healthy. People who do that, what they did, they are not good people. They're just not good people. And I think that they live, I don't think they have much happiness in their lives. I think they live quite horrible lives. Yeah. There's some symbolism to this pole here, I guess, but it's actually not for what you may think. This is part of a upcoming project on my main channel. Yeah, so stay tuned for that. This will be in my house, drying out, is that what you say, so that I can use it in my project. Okay. Whew. What can I say? Thank you for staying here with me, for being patient, and as always, stay strong, and we will, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I'll have a proper video up on my channels very soon. Okay, that's all for now. Bye bye.